So I built a coin toss app that lands on whichever side you want it to. Now why a coin toss app? Out of everything in the world, why a coin toss app? Even I don't really know. It was on the top of my head, so I just built it. For a coin tossing app, we mainly need the images of a coin. I mean, we don't need any proprietary software to dominate the coin tossing market. Furthermore, this app only has front end and no back end at all. And it's not going to be designed by some corporate UI team. That's my way of telling you, it's not going to look that good. But I hope it functions properly though. For the images, it's obvious, we'll be looking it up on the internet. Out of all of these distinctive images, this one looks kind of good. And boom, we have it in VS Code and we have tails too. To produce random images, we need to produce random numbers, for which we'll be stealing the code from Stack Overflow. We will start out by selecting it, pasting it, deleting it, pasting it back again, indenting, removing, cutting, pasting, and some more indenting. And then search for a new answer. Then delete everything. Change the variable type, print out the random number, and then store it in a variable. Now if we add some logic to the code, it shows heads or tails randomly. Now this looks kind of dull, so we'll be adding a flip animation.
To give the perception of a 3D flip with 2D images, we need to understand how viewing a coin flip works.
When a person views a toss coin from this direction, and if these lines represent the different states of the coin, then the person sees the projection of this line on this line. So if you didn't get that part right, the highlighted part is the part that you will see when the coin is in motion at this instant on a 2D surface. So if the coin has radius r and is x degrees away from initial state, then this line would be r cos x. Since we know the range of cos x is -1 to 1, r cos x has to be lesser than or equal to r. So we have to just shrink the height of this image and show you these images at periodic intervals. And now that that's done, I just have to turn this into code. Now if we run the application, if you see me putting out animations like this, you're gonna see me in one of these. If we change the time interval for the images to be shown in the animation to about 50 milliseconds, the animation runs just about fine. And I also added some text to indicate which side it landed on. To make the coin flip a little bit more realistic, sound effect would help. As usual, I will be stealing one from the internet. That sounds about right. Download. There we go. Now if we could just edit this in Audacity, because I want the flip to last for about 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds sounds kind of right. Now if we import the sound effect, now if we play the effect, I think we missed a statement there. It should work fine now. Now for the cheat. How do we make the coin fall on whichever side we want it to? Here I'm going to use what's called a sidebar. Now most of you would have used a sidebar in other apps before. A sidebar is that menu that slides in from the left or right edge of the screen. It's normally triggered when you click on this icon, but I won't be including that here, so that there will be only 2 ways that you can access the sidebar. One, by watching this video and making sure you smash these 2 buttons. And 2, by accident. Now to implement this functionality, I made a list of strings, heads, tails and normal, and a drawer centered with a drop-down menu that has this list as its drop-down menu items. If we pick normal, then it will show things normally. But if we picked heads or tails, then it will show whichever side we picked. I know I could have simplified the code, but I bet you've heard that old saying, when the code works, you don't change it. When we run the application, the app works just about fine. And that's it, the app's complete. I have put this app on the Play Store. The link's down in the description. But I haven't put it on the App Store because I don't have $100 laying around to give to a company worth $2 trillion. I've also put my GitHub link for you to meddle around with the source code. This is the first app that I put on the Play Store, so I made it kind of simple. Make sure to comment below what you think I should build next. And that's about it. Peace.